Hello, this is the Accidents Happen podcast. We are in the media living room right now. It is May 2nd, the year of Jesus Christ and coronavirus. And today we don't have any guests, so might as well just get right into it. We have...
You don't consider me a guest?
No, I consider you an intruder.
That's fair.
In terms of this podcast and also in terms of your work, but we can get into that later. We have Peter Investigator. We also have another man here.
My name is Jonathan Klinger.
Klinger?
It's Mr. Klinger.
And I work for Mr. Investigator, and I was hired about a month ago. I've been furloughed from Amazon, so he was nice enough to...
He's an unpaid intern. I don't pay him. He's not getting college credit.
Well, that's news to me, but yeah.
How are you adjusting to the stay-at-home quarantine coronavirus?
So, if anything, it's made my job a little bit easier. So, just to give a little recap on who I am. My name's Peter Investigator. So, I am a private investigator. I take my own contracts. I climb up in trees. I watch people.
You take your own contracts, as in you make a contract with yourself.
Yes. So I get to write it up for tax purposes. But yeah, I tend to stalk people and then, like you said, invade their homes. But yeah, it's been fairly better for me. I have to drive around town a lot less. It's much easier to watch people because I know where they is.
They're always home.
They're always home.
Do you have any?
For the most part.
You don't have any work that people hired you for? Because has your work been affected by the coronavirus?
So Obby's is still open. Where I work on the side. I'm still cooking up burgers there. Yeah, still making burgers at Obby's.
I will say he makes a mean burger.
Thank you for that. And that's why I keep him around. That positive reinforcement.
Always positive.
Yeah. So yeah.
How much do you pay him?
Like I said, he's an unpaid intern.
Okay.
Is there
That's news to me. I thought I was gonna...
You're getting valuable work experience.
Well, I think I need to pay my rent.
Well,
I've been furloughed from Amazon.
It's not my problem.
We'll talk about it.
We'll figure that out later.
Yeah,
we'll figure that out later.
This is probably a passion project for you.
It is. Well, and that's why I'm not getting angry, because it is really a great place to work. I came from Amazon, where the climate, the work climate is really it's what you would expect. It's amazing, and they're very. It's a cultivating experience. Going to this job is a little different, but I would say Peter's a great guy. He's a great guy. He treats me well. So I can't be mad at that.
Yeah. What are the perks of working with Peter Investigator?
I would just say the stories. Some of the stories I've heard there are just amazing. Some of the stuff that he's accomplished in his lifetime, it's really just admirable.
That's heartwarming. Thank you. That's very heartwarming.
No problem.
And you can get that too. If you stay long enough in this business, you're gonna learn a thing or two.
That's a thought. Maybe I just stay the course.
Yeah. So you gotta work in the field for a while. Learn from one of the best, and then you can go off on your own.
Does he let you come with him on the investigations?
Not yet.
The field work?
He's promised.
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, he's promised to take me on a few in the near future, so I've really been looking forward to that.
So he's not ready. He's not ready. It's as simple as that. You're not ready. All right? You've only been with me for,
Peter,
a month now?
What do I need to do?
You're not ready.
What does he need to do?
Well, first off, I could use a goddamn sandwich from here, time to time.
I'm not a good cook. I told you, Peter.
You're at Arby's all the time. Why don't you make yourself a sandwich?
Well, I do. I just sometimes I forget.
I make the
I don't
coffee.
bake enough. He does make the coffee.
Make a mean cup of coffee. You know it.
It's a good cup of coffee. I gotta be honest. Yeah, it's quite good.
Yeah.
I just need to see that drive. It's a state of mind. I need to see that sexual energy. being honed into the work.
Do you think you should wear something different to work then?
Well, right now, I'm not quite happy with your attire. I haven't brought this up yet.
I roll my jeans up, same as everyone else here in Seattle.
Well, you roll your jeans up.
Where I came from in Seattle.
But
I roll them up. I wear my Clarks.
I don't like the crop top you wear.
Oh.
It's a bit too revealing for our job. You got to stay professional.
One day out of the week, Peter. Give me a break.
It's casual Fridays.
It's one day too many. Yeah, well, Friday I actually do Fancy Friday. So I put on a tuxedo. It's got the tails. The whole deal.
Because you're going out that night.
Because I'm going out.
Creeping on women.
Yeah. So right now, what his main work is, he'll do the cleanup and the setup. So
I run the books.
He runs the books. I'm not too good with numbers.
That's where I come in.
That's where he comes in. So, and then also when I'm done with a job, he cleans off my tools.
What
my
numbers
cameras,
are there
my
to
knives.
Well, mostly mileage.
Mileage.
Mileage and incidentals.
Do you know where
he says to just write everything as incidentals?
Do you know where Peter is? Like, do you know where he is on a daily basis?
No.
How do you do the mileage?
He writes it down in a logbook, and then he brings it in.
So he gives you the number.
Well, what he does is he writes it in the logbook, just with one pen, and then he brings it to me, and then I use a bunch of different pens to write it down, so that when the IRS looks at it, they think that he wrote it in on different days.
Nice.
Yeah, so we generally, just kind of estimate it near the end of the month,
Yeah, it's always 20,000, which is weird. It's always very close.
20,000. You have to drive far for investigating.
That's a lot of miles.
Is it though?
He does a lot of. He correct me if I'm wrong, Peter, but you do a lot of coast to coast work.
I do a lot of coast to coast work.
Coast to coast work.
Yeah. So I go to So I'll go to Universal Studios. I'll go to Disneyland. I'll go to Cedar Point, Six Flags. I do a lot of coast to coast work.
It's just like personal vacations. You just like going there.
Yeah. I like Disneyland.
Peter, that's not business mileage.
It's business to me.
Okay.
I'm investigating.
Okay.
I'm sorry. You need to learn your goddamn place. This is the biggest problem I have with him. This is why I haven't taken him.
How
on
can you
a
be
job.
this disciplinary when you don't pay him to do his work?
If you want to make it in this business, you're gonna listen to what I have to say.
I need to cut my teeth. This is what he said. I need to cut my teeth.
Cut your teeth.
He's got to cut his teeth.
How?
That's the term he uses. I don't know. I don't know what it means, but
so what cut your teeth means is if you're speaking out of turn, you got to cut your teeth physically as a form of capital punishment, corporal punishment, whatever. Physical punishment.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's fine. That's okay with you.
I mean,
it's more of a turn of phrase. I understand. He can't actually be cutting his teeth, so that's why a lot of the times, I'll give him a spank or two for him to learn his lesson.
That's the best part of my day. What?
Well, okay. Wow.
Do you know? So we had Peter on another episode, and we had some revealing facts that scared us, and I'm wondering if I
actually don't know much.
You're an accomplice to a lot of the things he's done in his career.
I don't like the term accomplice, so I want to know, is there something you can tell me about Peter?
Peter, he's an investigator of sorts, but he sits in trees.
That is his name.
And uses binoculars to creep on women to eventually kidnap them.
Is this true, Peter?
Yeah. So. Yes, so, I'll go to the house, I watch them, and then, take them to an undisclosed location and have my way with them.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Well, I told you
this
this day one.
This is what I've been helping you with the whole time? You haven't told me about this?
You wanted to be in private investigating, okay?
This seems more like
you asked
kidnap
for this.
And rape.
It's exactly what it is, yes.
Oh my God.
It's exactly what it is.
Peter, you can't write those miles off if you're doing kidnap and rape.
It's part of my job.
The IRS isn't
That's my job.
IRS isn't going to honor rape.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
As long as they get their money.
Yeah, as long as they get their money.
Why we can't just blow this over? This is insane.
So are you
can't
saying
give me
you don't
enough
want to be in
IPAs to
private
forget about this.
investigation? Because
I
that's what
didn't-
private investigation
Peter,
is.
I didn't say that.
See, this is what happens. All
I didn't
right.
say that.
Every day there's something new he's mad about. And, this is just like all the other ones. Just like me writing in the mail's weird. Just like, not taking care of my car. It's exactly on that level. He's always angry. And, when it comes down to it, if you want to be in private investigating, you got to be
Peter, I think I
willing
quit.
to... Unacceptable.
You're an accomplice now. You gotta keep going.
I will report you to the police. I'll take you down with me.
Okay. Whatever you need done.
Goddamn right.
Just keep me in the loop.
He said that you give him IPAs.
IPAs?
You said earlier
He keeps a fridge full of IPAs.
I do keep a fridge full of IPAs, a lot of M43, a lot of all-day IPA, others,
It's not ringing a bell.
others IPA,
Okay.
and likewise IPA, more of the same IPA.
We have an IPA expense account.
We do.
You probably booze him up so he doesn't look at the numbers.
He's
too closely.
wasted right now.
Yeah, I'm fucked up right now. That's why I think if I wasn't fucked up, I'd be more upset about what's being said.
You could keep weed there too.
Yeah, so I was in California lately, investigating another cold case.
He told me something I didn't even know. You're supposed to put the weed up your butt.
That's what I found out. So we've been doing that. This nice gentleman
So maybe that's is that
from
kind
the
of the reason?
Bahamas told us to do that.
Was that before you hired him? You learned to put it up your butt?
Yes, this is about 31 days ago, so a day before I hired him. I was in Venice. Yeah.
Is it because you wanted somebody to just put weed up your butt from the?
So yeah, generally my victims, my clients, my subjects, they don't like putting weed on my butt. They'll go down first. So as in die before they do that. So I need to, that's why I hired him on.
Yeah, and I gotta be honest. Earlier this week, my main job was to look into Chapter 11 bankruptcy, because we have massive debts on the buildings we own.
I wouldn't know about that.
And Peter, there's things that apparently I don't know about either. So maybe we should get this all on the air. Peter Investigator Incorporated is searching for investors because we are very close to bankruptcy.
Yes, so we're here. We need investors. We only have expenses. We do not have profits.
Right, and so
So-
anybody looking to get into an investment in the early stages that you can really make a bang profit, you should give us a call.
And I'm telling you right now,
Cash only.
I didn't realize how in tune you were with all the finances.
Peter,
And I'm going
what
to
do you
promote
think you pay me for?
I'm going to promote you. I don't pay you. I'm going to promote you.
Yeah.
All right?
Exposure.
CFO.
I pay.
You are now the CFO of Peter Investigator Incorporated.
Are you serious?
Congratulations. You have
Oh
owned
my
it.
gosh.
You have owned it. There's no pay increase. There's no money. There's no college credit.
This is such an honor, though. This is such an honor.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Does he
And
get
I'm
a-
honored to
does he
have
get
you
a-
on the team.
Does he get an IPA raise?
Can I come on an investigation?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
When does
You're
that
not ready.
happen?
You're
When
not
does
ready.
He's
When
trying
does
to
that
he's trying to shield you from the law.
I don't,
You'd be surprised what I'm capable of, Peter.
how much blood have you seen in one sitting?
So one time, I got a paper cut in the webbing of my finger, and I
Whoa.
passed out.
That's the worst.
Yeah, and I had to go to hospital.
So that's about as much as you probably wanted to hear, right?
You passed out
I passed
from
out
a little
From
bit of
the-
blood like that?
from the pain.
You're probably ready. You're probably ready. Yeah, okay.
Is that how'd you first get ready for bloodshed?
So when I was 11, I killed my family dog.
What was his name?
I drank its blood.
That's how they say serial killers get started.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Well, I killed my
Yeah,
dog.
one is in science, you know.
We got a new dog. I killed that dog.
Oh my God.
So I kind of got used to it doing that. And then, I moved to people.
I thought you only rape people.
Oh.
Well, they're not seen again.
Oh.
I don't rape or murder anyone. I want to make that very clear, especially for investors.
Yeah, I was going to say, just to reiterate, we need investors, cash only.
Maybe to
Cash only.
to entice investors, could you tell us about a recent case that was fruitful and something gives some confidence to it?
Sure, right. So there's a lot of cold cases out there. This is generally what we investigate.
I love those shows.
Yeah, so
Want to start a TV show?
I would be into it. You know, it'd be more like a documentary.
Nonfiction?
Yeah, right. So I remember last time I was talking about Caitlyn Jenner, not the one you
I
know
love
of from
her.
the news,
Oh.
but the cold case Caitlyn Jenner who disappeared 5 years ago. So we investigate cold cases. We found Caitlyn Jenner. Again, not the Kardashian affiliated
Is
person.
there a reward? Because we really need to keep the books in order.
So there was a reward. We really could have used the money, but turns out, 24 hours later, she was gone again. So we don't know what
We had
happened
to get
there.
back the reward?
We didn't even get we didn't collect the
Oh.
reward. We found her, and then she disappeared again.
It's not really on you, though. It's
It's not on me. No,
You found her.
no.
We could really use that money, Peter.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know exactly where her body is, but
Peter,
what? I'm a good
are
investigator.
you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm a good investigator. No.
All right, we'll
Is
talk. We'll talk
Peter
later.
Investigator.
We'll talk later.
My name's Peter Investigator.
That's his name.
I investigate these crimes against fellow man.
So I take it you don't have any investigations on men. It's just primarily women.
Primarily women, but I keep my eyes open.
Yeah, we do our best.
Do your best with what you got.
Yeah, and it's great having him on the team.
PII for life. Peter Investigator. Incorporated.
Investigations Incorporated. PII.
Investigations.
Peter Investigator
PII.
Investigations
We're
Incorporated.
looking for investments. I don't know if I mentioned that. We really need capital. So
Cash.
We need about in the area of $10 to $20 million to keep
Whoa.
the doors open. We have a building that I don't want to overstep my boundaries here, Peter. But if I had to say the building's a little big, I don't think we need 500,000 square feet.
Yeah, so we have a 5,000 square foot warehouse.
Peter, it's 500,000 square feet.
500. I
It takes
can't
up
even keep these
It takes up
straight.
a city block.
What's in there?
Yeah.
It's
So,
me, a computer, and a bunch of evidence, and then about 493,000 more square feet of empty space.
Yeah.
He likes to ripstick. So
I love a good ripstick.
I don't know how we got into this, but I can't say I'm mad.
Can you
I
ollie?
love to ripstick too.
I love a good ripstick. I cannot ollie. I've been working at that for 5 or
That's what's
10
great
years
about the
now.
warehouse. It's just that nice flat floor we can ripstick.
Yeah.
You ever Healy in there?
When I'm not
Drink
investigating,
IPAs.
I always got Heelys on. When I'm not investigating, we're just ripsticking around.
You got Heelys on while you're ripsticking?
Yeah, so I run a Heelys and a ripstick combination. So in case, I bail, I fall off the ripstick, catch myself with the Heelys.
He's a real Renaissance man, and that's why I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. We also put up a lot of tops in certain sections of that building to collect runoff, human. Yeah. So we do a lot of ripsticking too, though.
You got a skate park in there?
We got a skate park.
Yeah, it's more of they poured the cement wrong when they made the building, so that it's got this little hump in the corner, and that's our skate park. We use it as a jump.
The hump is
the jump.
But to get back to the financials, we have the rent is $35,000 a month, and I just we're not quite making it. The Arby's money helps, but
The Arby's is doing a pretty good job.
yeah. And maybe if you put in a little more work, you get more tips.
There's
I will
money in
say,
Arby's.
if I wasn't working at Arby's, we need at least another $10 million of investment.
Yeah.
Right now, $20 million. That's not even generous.
And
that's
quite frankly, I didn't
minimum.
know Arby's paid that well, but he comes home with some of these checks. You should see.
Yeah, there's a little bit of extortion happening.
Laundering.
Yeah, right. So I'll set up someone because I know how the investigations work. I'll set up someone for a murder, and then I say, I could reveal this to the police, but
And that's
I
why they call him
won't.
Peter Investigator.
So your primary business is blackmailing then?
I guess as a form of making money is extortion, yeah, and blackmailing.
It keeps the doors open. That's all I care
So you got to up those numbers then.
Of the extortions.
Yeah, because that seems like a better solution than getting investors because all this information isn't looking good for your business.
Oh, that's just a perspective you have.
Maybe you're really good at ripstick, though.
I would say I'm just okay at ripstick.
Okay.
I've
Don't
been doing
let him be modest. He's semi-professional.
I have gotten paid on the side for ripstick.
So you could
Another way we keep the IPA in the fridge and the doors open. And if I just had to add one more thing, I forgot to mention we are also at least $35 million in debt, just keeping the doors open. So
yeah, I can't believe we even got the loans for that.
Peter worked his magic.
I did a little extortion, and $5 million of that is just from the walk-in refrigerator we have for IPAs.
Yeah, that takes up 3,500 of the 500,000
I think you should.
square feet.
Yeah.
I think you should dig into the ripstick career and then
That's
go into
what
some
I always
competitions.
said. Follow your
You
heart.
think so?
It's kind of like you win, you win the competition. You get all that money. It's like a movie. You win all that money, and then you put it into saving the facility.
You don't have to
True.
see any blood.
Ripsticking is quite well.
You said on your investigation
I like that.
Oh,
I like the blood. But you can see blood actually if you're ripsticking.
Peter, I
if
could pick
someone
up the slack on the
falls.
investigations if you wanted to follow your ripstick.
I think I should train you in the art of ripstick. I want to keep going with my own thing. What I will say is ripstick is a highly lucrative business. Ripsticking professionally, some may not know this because it's not the biggest following, but in a competition that takes 3-4 hours, you could easily, if you get first place, you could easily get $200-$300, and that's pretty lucrative over time.
That's a start.
Say you do 4 competitions a day, you might have to be organizing the competitions. There's usually maybe 1 or 2 a year.
Do you use name brand ripstick or do you use off brand like the?
So I use an off-brand ripstick. I give him the name brand ripstick because that's really what you want to train on.
Razor.
It's what you want to train on.
Isn't that a sponsor here?
No.
Oh,
We don't have any sponsors. I love real estate, but that's about it.
oh no, but maybe not on this one. But when you're ripsticking on a highly professional level, you want something that's a bit more in tune to you. So I hire it out. I extorted a ripstick maker. He's a family man. I got it for free.
Oh.
He paid me actually.
So the cool thing about it though is you could also dig into the Healy's career if you want to do the Healy competition because you could
That's
ride
insulting.
you could ride the ripstick for the competitions. You hop off Healy to the next competition.
That's insulting that you would reduce me down to just a Heelier.
No, I said Healy and ripstick.
Heeliers get the worst flack
I think
in
they
the
call
community.
them fruit booters, which I find very offensive.
They call them fruit Buddhas.
So the
Fruit
way I got
Buddhas?
into ripstick
Fruit
is
Buddhas.
at Amazon. We used to hacky sack all day, and then one time every month they would some I'll say they. I don't want to assume their gender, but they would whip out the ripstick, and next thing you know, we're grinding around and we're really getting into it. It was a lot of fun.
You guys get high too?
If you can call IPAs getting high.
Why do you always drink IPAs anywhere you go?
It's really, it's the best of the beers. And in Seattle, it's really your only option.
And I just learned pretty recently that the best way to consume an IPA is putting it right up your ass. So we've been doing that.
He met this
I
amazing
believe.
gentleman.
That is attested and true.
I did meet this really beautiful man.
It was amazing.
Beautiful in terms of personality, in terms of looks. I was quite worried about his health.
That was the best breakfast burrito. That trip we took,
Yeah.
that was the best breakfast
I mean,
burrito.
we met Aquaman.
Was that his name?
Yeah, I
Really
think
breakfast
I thought
Aquaman.
it was Martinez. But
Breakfast burrito does
yeah.
sound pretty good right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and get some of this. Yeah, I want to. Who are you talking about?
Aquaman.
No, the other guy, the beautiful man.
He's a beautiful man. His name was like Tony Bahoney or something like
okay.
that. Yeah.
Tony Baloney or something.
I know a guy similar to that, but
Oh, yeah?
that guy.
Hmm, Interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway, we're just out here with our business. We're trying to, get this off the ground floor.
Yeah.
We're trying to make some money, get some investments. You interested?
Maybe I'll talk to
We
our.
must make a lot of money on this podcast.
I'll talk to our sponsors, see if they have any interest.
Yeah.
We only got one right now.
Now we're talking.
To be completely
Brian.
honest with you, that's the whole reason we're here is to try to get money.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
hurting.
I'll talk to one of our other sponsors, Patrick Budnick, Drift Crew. He.
Oh, that doesn't seem very lucrative at all.
That doesn't seem like it's.
I know a negative business.
Even I'll agree with Peter on that. I mean, that's.
Okay, well, hear me on this one. Maybe Grant Chica's Sloth Farm.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's- You've heard of the Sloth Farm, right?
Yeah, of course. The world famous sloth farm
Yeah.
out of
Waco, Texas.
Waco, Texas. Yeah, the world famous sloth farm.
Weren't you doing a never mind.
Okay, I don't know what that was. Oh, it's the sloth farm. Very cool.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, we also have Richard Hutchins' computing industry. He's
That's the name of the company. Richard Hutchins Computing Industry.
Yeah, Dick Hutchins. We used to get some things for him at Amazon. He would do some coding for us.
Yeah.
Third party. Yeah.
Third party.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's good with the codes and the lines and the.
Yeah.
He can really
He's somewhat of a legend around the old office. Yeah.
He could hack you some.
Dick Hutchins is a good guy to follow around if you want some victims because. He'll talk to a lot of women, he'll flirt with them, but nothing will ever come of it, really. So then I just find those women, and I do my magic.
Okay, good, yeah. I mean, I'll just keep going on these sponsors because we got a
Sure, yeah, please.
So we have Austin North, the Disney Channel star. He is.
Wow.
We have him on retainer now, and if you need any,
he was a retainer.
He'll do an ad spot for you. Yeah, we have him on retainer now, so.
That must be a big retainer for him to stand on.
Yeah, you might have. That's his stage name. His real name is Zach Hoffman.
Oh, okay.
So if you ever need him, he'll do a spot for you at least. But if you look him up,
all right, yeah,
striking resemblance.
Great. Does he ripstick?
He does ripstick.
He ripsticks.
He also if you go on YouTube, he does a house tour of his house. He says he has a TV he watches sports on. He has a kitchen where he's learning lessons, and he likes to be in the kitchen when he has a party because he make food. People like food. He likes food. So
who doesn't like food?
I really hope that's real.
It's absolutely real. Look it up, Austin North House Tour. And then yeah.
Why? Whatever. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's really great. Also, we have the Rocket League esports team, Dick Stacks.
I've ordered this Dick Stacks.
I've heard of them. Yeah, they're great. I watch them on Twitch.
Yeah, they're really known for catchphrases.
Twitch is owned by Amazon, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah. I used to code for it. Yeah.
Maybe we should get some ideas.
Yeah.
Dick Stacks catchphrase get shit on, and
I'm more of a mixer guy myself.
You would be.
Okay.
I know I'm on thin ice. I'm sorry.
You're on thin ice.
I know. I'm on thin ice.
Anyway, I'm sorry we interrupted you.
I'll make it up to you tonight.
Please.
Yeah, and then
What?
Al Black Fake State, offshoot side company. So yeah, that's about the last of the sponsors. So let me know if you want to. I can get. Austin.
I think if they pool their money together, I think we could really make something.
I think we could, and we'll be in talks. I'll bring my CFO. I'm gonna interrupt him and talk over him the whole time, and diminish his quality as a person and an employee.
That's why I'm here.
And that's why I have him around. But I think I think we got our piece out. Maybe we should go hit the ripsticks a little bit. Yeah.
Hit the ripsticks. Yeah, and then we'll.
We're gonna hit the ripsticks.
Oh, you got them right here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mine's got underglow on it.
So wrapping up. I forget the assistant's name.
It's Jonathan Klinger.
It's Jonathan Klinger. How could you forget that? I knew the whole time.
So Jonathan Klinger, just to wrap it up, you are aware of his business practices and you are okay.
I am
with
now, and you know what? It took me a moment.
Just one moment. It didn't take long at all.
You picked the right man.
I
got good eye.
Look, if I'll be honest with you, Graham, and this is your podcast, so I would only be honest with you. I really need this job. So
the job that you're not getting paid
He's
for.
an alcoholic.
I really need the IPAs and the warehouse. Although it's cold, it's an okay place to sleep. And
I keep it at a solid 35 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, but he keeps me warm. And
I keep.
And the ripstick.
So anyways,
ripstick activity.
yeah. So I really need this job, and being CFO now, I think it will come with a
I'm glad it's working out for you, and
congratulations.
This is still disgusting business. I don't know why I keep having you guys on, but maybe we'll hear again. And it's good to
I
meet.
just hope that I can join at some point because that would make it really worth it for me.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, okay.
All right, so it's nice meeting you, Mr. Clingy, and
Klinger. It's Klinger.
You can call him Clingy.
And
That's what
Only
I
he can
call
call
him.
me Clingy. You call me Klinger.
You can call him Clingy if you want. You know,
if I give him an IPA.
if you give him an IPA.
Yeah, if you have IPA,
you
that's
give him an
fine.
IPA, he'll do anything.
If you have IPA, you can call me whatever you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I understand this relationship 100% now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys ripstick, and I'll.
Woohoo! See ya.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening. I learned a lot about these people, and maybe we'll have them back again. I don't know. This is always disturbing, but at least interesting. So, yeah. See you next time.